Hi and welcome back to the Inside of My Head. We lost some great characters in 2022, didn't we? And I just wanted to put a quick video together to raise a glass to some of those that went just all too soon. No. Henry Cavill's The Witcher, Henry Cavill's Superman, The Rock's Black Adam, everyone in Space Force, everyone in Netflix Resident Evil show. Surprising. They've even bumped off Paris Hilton's cooking show. Oh my God! 2022, what a cruel mistress you have been. But this video isn't about the projects that have been cancelled, it's about the characters that we lost. Let's start with one of the year's most pleasant surprises in cyberpunk Edgerunners, and its portrayal of Night City that's somehow dark and bleak and depressing, but also nauseatingly colourful and vibrant at the same time. It had some great characters, brilliant action scenes, but right here, right now, I want to talk about its main character, David. At first, David Martinez is just one other tragic character living in the dark future city, and after his mother dies in a crossfire, he drops out of school, heads to a Ripper dock to install a pretty hardcore piece of cyberware called a Sandevistan, which can speed up his reflexes and allow him to move almost quicker than you can see. He goes on this journey making a name for himself as an edge runner, as it turns out that David is the rarest of breeds and that his body can handle a huge number of deeply invasive body mods, which makes him very valuable to the corporations that pretty much run this world. And the whole thing leads to his eventual death at the hands of Night City legend Adam Smasher, who I talk a little bit about in this video right here that I'll link to below. Now, although his death was the perfect way to round off what was a nicely self-contained little story, one of no doubt thousands of stories that make up the hellhole that is Night City, it ultimately robbed us of a character, and characters plural actually, who although often found themselves on the wrong side of morality, you know, not to mention the law, managed to be really likable. So here's to David Martinez, cool, tragic, badass, dead. Next, I haven't really mentioned this show on my channel. Hell, this channel is muddled up enough already. Maybe I will when season 5 starts to air, but Stranger Things is one that I followed pretty closely over the years, and the most recent season introduced and killed off the lord of the social outcasts, Eddie Munson. He gave no fucks. He took on forces of evils with nothing but Master of Puppets by Metallica. But most of all, he was a really well-written character, bravado, but also vulnerability. I was sorry to see this guy go. There are rumors that he might have some miraculous return in the next season, and personally, I'm hoping that the rumors are true. I like this guy. Moving on, it's pretty safe to say that season 2 of Primal wasn't what we were expecting, right? I mean, I still really enjoyed it, of course, but in its journey to save Mira, Spear and Fang went places that I hadn't seen coming. And I mean that in both the literal sense, as they travel to a new continent filled with other humans, but the show also goes places you could never have guessed in the sense that they end up in the middle of a war of conquest with Queen Bitch here, and being hunted down by this chieftain who'd made a pact with the devil to give him Satan's superpowers. Was in the finale, when our lead guy, Spear, sacrificed himself in a battle with the chieftain, burning himself to a crisp, but not before conceiving Spear Jr. here with Mira so she could carry on the lineage. Whether Primal could continue without Spear might be a less important question than should Primal continue without Spear. But I guess only time will tell. I'm still trying to make up my mind whether this death did the characters justice or not. But regardless, here's to Spear. Lovable, fierce, and dead. Sniff. Pacific Rim the Black already feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it? But it was only back in April that Season 2 took away what was possibly the most powerful creature in the Pacific Rim universe. I mean, whether or not he actually was the most powerful is still being debated in the comments of some of my other videos, but it was the most bittersweet of moments when he allowed Boy, a juvenile kaiju, to batter him to death while trying to free him from the mind control of the Sisters of the Kaiju. It was a moment that was many different things. Infuriating, because it was mere moments before that Atlas Destroyer had a systems failure which took it out of the fight and allowed Boy to batter Apex. Heartbreaking, because Apex showed that it could have easily beaten the juvenile kaiju, but didn't want to harm him. Frustrating, because who knows what adventures he would have gone on if this wasn't his final moment. Which, incidentally, I've been working on a video about, but I don't want to talk about too much just yet. Basically, I want to get 3 or 4 Pacific Rim videos together and put them all out there as one. Get subscribed because you don't want to miss those. Oh, and also, if you've got any ideas for matchups, like characters or monsters or robots that we could put Apex up against, get in the comments down below. So here's to Apex, mysterious, powerful, and just cool as Honorable mentions go to the Giganotosaurus. I really felt like we should have seen more of this guy. Ellen Ceres from Gundam Witch from Mercury. Kind of in the middle of watching, so I don't really want to talk about it too much at this stage. But it's one that gets you right in the feels, trust me. Of course, we need to mention Atlas Destroyer, who self-destructed to take out the Breacher and save the siblings. Okay, on a personal note, guys, it's been a hell of a year. Kind of a dark and strange and weird year in some ways. And I just want to say a huge thank you to you guys for making this channel what it is. It really does mean a lot to me. But looking ahead to 2023, let me know what you guys are most looking forward to. I think Rise of the Beasts might top the billing for me, but I'm quite intrigued by 65 as well. Have a very, very happy new year, and I will see you very soon for the next one. Thank you very much for watching, and cheerio, bye!